Well, I'm under the hood of the old Ram here. I got the big gasser, the 8 liter V10, about 496 cubic inches. This is a great old truck. It's a 2000, and I bought it 4 years ago. After Nancy and I moved down here to Arizona, I sold my old first generation Cummins diesel Dodge that was my dad's. To one of my nephews. He was thrilled to get it, Grandpa's truck. You know, when we hit the road, and we were on the road for 16 months, I just, finding covered storage up in western Washington was nigh on impossible. And I agonized over selling Dad's truck. I got that from my mom after my dad passed away in 2004. But anyway, I finally opted to sell it to my nephew, and he was thrilled to get it, Grandpa's truck. So anyway, I found this truck down here. It only had 63,000 miles on it. It was a 2004. It's got about 85,000 miles on it now. But the other day, it'd come up missing. Not stolen. I mean, the engine was missing. Running rough. And I thought, well, what the heck's going on here? And so I ordered up spark plug wires, and coil packs. Spent a day putting all that on there. And it's not too bad of a job, other than, I don't know what Fiat was thinking, or Daimler Chrysler, or whoever had Chrysler in 2000. But these spark plug wireways, well, whatever electrical engineer working for the company at the time that dreamed those up, is a fail. Well, anyway, I got all that put together, fired it up, missing. What the heck? Well, I had a bunch of stuff going on. Didn't have time to fool with it. So I ran it up to our local garage here in Pachuca City and said, hey, I got a check engine light on. The thing's missing. This is what I've already done to it. And you guys check her out for me. Well, they did. These are the connectors for number 6 and 8 fuel injectors. Pack rats had got under the hood while I had this thing parked outside and chewed through the wires of 2 of my fuel injectors. Holy smokes. So they fixed that. And last Friday they called me up. Truck's done. So I got up there right before closing time. The wife dropped me off. She was heading to town. She had stuff to do. And they were getting ready to lock the door. And I jump in and I fire it up. It's still missing, but no check engine light. They were closing down, and I had to be somewhere, so I figured, well, I'll just bring it back Monday morning. And it said, almost, guys, but not quite. Well, of course, over the weekend, it bothered me. And I got to thinking, well, I'm going to double-check the firing order and make sure I didn't foul something up when I did all that tune-up work. So I got into my cabinet and dug out my 50-year-old inductive timing light and blew the dust off it and started connecting it to each plug wire. And I discovered, okay, I hooked it up to one plug wire, solid pulse, hooked it up to another plug wire, intermediate pulse, another plug wire, intermediate pulse, another plug wire, solid pulse, hooked it to this plug wire right here, deader than a doornail, nothing. And I thought, did I get a bad set of wires? So I checked those out. They all were in spec with the ohm meter and swapped wires around from cylinder to cylinder, and spark plug wires were fine. Then I started checking these guys with the ohm meter. 13,000 ohms on the secondary terminals is what the spec calls for. And they were about 9,000 on some of them. And I thought, now, these are brand new Echelon coil packs I got through Napa, and they took some doing to get. Well, this one they had in stock. That one had to come from across country. So anyway, I put my old coil packs back on, and she's running like a Swiss watch. So I packaged up those brand new Echelons and took them back to Napa and said, hey, boys, what are the odds of 2 bad ones? But they are. No questions asked. They took them back, refunded my money, $105. I mean, it wasn't cheap. And now the old girl's running like a Swiss watch. So that's my Ram story. And that's also my rant as most of you guys know, aftermarket electrical parts for vehicles are a nightmare. I really hope that the mainline companies that sell that stuff will get the message and stop farming that stuff out to other countries to manufacture, because the quality control there is about nil. I mean, Echelon, for crying out loud, you know, selling bad coil packs. It's just inexcusable, especially for the retail price they charge for that stuff. But anyway, I'm done complaining. Me and the old Ram, we're heading over to my buddy Jim's place because he's building a rat rod out of an old 71 Chevy pickup truck. And God bless that man. He's 85 years old. He can barely walk. He's got a pacemaker, but he's out there building a truck. And I'm doing the exhaust for him because he can't climb under it anymore. And so anyway, maybe I'll shoot some footage of that. Maybe not. Depends on how things go. But thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.